Hi everybody, welcome back to Crandall Reviews. I'm Matthew Crandall, today taking a look at Korean zombie flick Train to Busan. Now, going into seeing this movie, I knew little to nothing about it, just knowing that it was foreign and it was about zombies. And it's a movie that basically the main premise is there's a businessman who's too busy to hang out with his daughter. She wants to go with her mother for a weekend. So the father is putting her on a train and taking her to meet her mom because he's too busy with business and work to take care of her. As they board the train, basically a zombie outbreak starts happening everywhere around them, and one or two get onto the train. So as they're on the train, they find out that the rest of the world outside is being decimated by a zombie apocalypse. And it slowly starts to spread through the train, and this father and daughter have to stay alive long enough to make it to Busan to hopefully get to a quarantine zone where they can be safe from this zombie outbreak. Now, this is a movie that moves pretty quick, and so do the zombies. And that was something I liked. These are not George Romero shuffling zombies. These are more like Zack Snyder, Dawn of the Dead, running, clawing zombies. But what was really cool is that there's a couple of fresh twists on the zombies in this. They look cool, they're ferocious, and there's a couple of neat sequences where they have some weakness that we don't normally see in zombie pictures. Like in this, they only can actually see really well in the light. So when the train goes through a tunnel, the zombies can't see people who are maybe sneaking above them or crawling below them. And that added some really cool tension and had some really good action scenes where people are trying to sneak around the zombies, and that was something we haven't seen. There are a couple of characters on the train. One guy in particular who is really charismatic. He has a wife who's with him, and he really had charisma. The main guy, who's the businessman who's too busy for his kid, was he was flat at first, and you start to like him by the middle of the movie. But this other guy was just charisma the whole time. And then the zombies are exciting, and there's a lot of chasing. But what I loved is this horde of zombies, they just like pile on, like the Battle of the Bastards from Game of Thrones. There are moments where they just pile on, and piles and piles and piles of zombies are clawing their way trying to get to their victims. And that was awesome. We haven't really seen zombies like this. You know, World War Z tried to do it, but that was a lot of CGI zombies and didn't feel as real as this, which is mostly practical effects zombies. It's kind of like zombies and Snowpiercer mixed, because almost all of it takes place on this train. Some mild spoilers now. If you haven't seen this movie, give it a watch. If you like horror, if you like foreign movies, you're gonna dig it. If you don't normally watch subtitled movies and it's not really your thing, give it a try, because if you like zombie flicks, this brings enough to the table that I think you're going to like it. Now let's get into the spoilers. This movie kills off like the best guy part of the way through, so the most charismatic character bites it when we still have like 25 minutes left, and that was disappointing to me. Not in a, oh my gosh, they could kill anybody kind of way, but in a, oh, I don't care for any of these other characters kind of way. And that's a little bit of a problem in a zombie picture where you don't care that much about very many of the characters. You care about the little girl because she's a little girl. Her dad is a dick, and then when he finally steps up, it's kind of too little too late. And they have some cool zombie moments when the train gets derailed and the zombies are crashing through the windows, and that stuff was tense as hell. But then we follow it up with the dumbest finale, where dickhead businessman guy, who's been a real prick to everybody the whole time, not businessman dad, but dickhead businessman, gets bitten, and he's infected, and he's on the engine car with our heroes, and the dad literally just has to grab him and throw him overboard. But instead they have a fight, and too busy businessman dad gets bitten and turns, and then he has to get chucked off the train, and it's just like, why? This guy, with his protecting his daughter and this pregnant woman, has been strong enough and smart enough to outwit all the zombie threats to this point, that then when they just give this lazy reason for him being bitten, just have sort of a faux emotional ending, really brought the movie down a couple of notches in my book. Now, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed the hell out of this. It's fun when it's moving, it's exciting, it's fast-paced. There's just a few dumb moments. Now, it's going to be inevitable. Hollywood's going to probably remake this with, our standard. Sam Worthington is probably going to be in it. Jai Courtney. So we'll see. Hopefully they can maybe tweak up that ending. Not that I always need a Hollywood ending, but if Too Busy Dad is going to get bitten and turn, give him a better reason to get bitten. Have it at least be much more of a struggle instead of just a stupid, oh my god, are you kidding me moment. Otherwise, Train to Busan is fresh, fun. The zombies are badass, and I enjoyed the heck out of it. And it was relatively cheap. I picked this up for like $15. It was worth it. So that's Train to Busan. If you've seen it, let me know what you thought. Hit the comments. If I'm saying Busan wrong, let me know in the comments. Like the video. Don't forget to hit subscribe. And thanks a lot for watching.